Predator 2 horsepower gasoline auger power head with a 6-inch bit. The bit is 31 inches long. It says it weighs 20 pounds and a single person can use it. I got to dig some post holes, and I thought this would be a good option. Okay, so what did we actually get? We got the power head. It says it weighs just 20 pounds. Before use, fill 50-to-1 gas oil mixture here and add stabilizer. I was a little bit reluctant to buy this. It has gas in it, and they give you a warning up front that if you have to return it after you've used it, there's a 10% restock fee, which would be about $20, so $25 maybe. I've gotten some comments on here. You must operate properly or avoids warranty. Not sure how they know that, but if there's a 10% restock fee, and these do need regular maintenance. I didn't buy the warranty because the warranty was like $70. So they give you the exploded view diagram. You're probably going to need that. I recommend you keep the manual. If you don't keep the manual, there's 2 places you can get manuals. You can get it from Harbor Freight's website if they still sell it. If the part number has been deemed obsolete and doesn't have a replacement, they do not have the manual. But on my website, snaphole.com, I have just about every manual known to exist for Harbor Freight, going back to the 90s. Seems like a sturdy auger bit. I think that this might be undersized for some applications. So pump the prime. This is just like every other motor like this that I've seen. Most weed eaters are like this. So that little 2 horsepower motor comes down through this big gearbox. So the motor runs fast, this runs slow. That's actually a good thing. If you run it too fast, it's going to not dig in as good. Give you a bag of tools called Toolkit, amazingly enough. But what do they give you? Well, very cheap double socket. Small opening wrench. One very big Allen key. Part of a screwdriver. The rest of a screwdriver, so it's got Phillips and flat. I take it that you'll need these to work on this. I read the manual before I even bought this, and the manual says look and see what's in your kit to know what to mix. So it's 50-to-1, and it gives a lot of options. So apparently there's different versions of this depending on where they get the motor. This is 31 inches. I bought a 21-inch extender, not because I want to dig deep holes. I thought when you're working, maybe it's better sometimes to have a longer shaft and you don't have to bend over as much. I'm not going to use that until I have to. And it says, control earth removal with fast drilling speeds up to 320 RPM. This is the speed control. Here's what they give you to mix the gasoline in. You're supposed to put the gasoline up to 575, and you're supposed to finish filling to 600 with your oil. Now, I think you could do this twice and fill up that tank. I don't know that I want to fill up the tank. I'm going to fill it up with one of these. Go do some test holes, see how much it uses. Then I'll determine if I need another one. I only want to fill it as I want because I don't want it sitting around with gas in it if I can help it. Hey guys, so I filled this up with gas to the line. I went outside to pour the gas, and I'll go outside to put it in this because I don't want to mix gas in here. If I spill it, the smell will be in here forever. Even with the lid on, it stinks in here now. I probably should have used that, but the sizes weren't that different. So try not to do what I did. Also went and got Predator 21-inch auger extension shaft, part number 56919. It's supposed to extend this 21 inches. It's really just an extension. They put the cotter pin with the tag. That's actually a good idea. Put this on. Makes it easier to find if you lose it, like I just did. There we go. And the auger bit has the same thing, so you don't want to lose those cotter keys. If you do, you can use some safety wire, but it won't be as easy to take on and off. So with these two together, and I noticed that they put grease on the ends of what goes in here. Just put a cap on it to keep the grease on it. That kind of surprises me. So now I've got 57 inches of auger. And put this on there, take it outside. I don't want to put gas on it in the shop, so I'll put gas in it. We'll see how far that goes, and I'll shake this up. I don't want to shake it in here. I'm afraid it might spill somehow, and I've got to clean that up. Incredibly fast. Okay, so put gas in it, turned it on. I put it to start and it started once and then it wouldn't. So I backed off on that, put it in the middle and it started pretty much right away, and then moved it to run. As you can see, plenty of power. If I ran it full blast, it was actually too much to handle. Kept wanting the torque when it caught. So I actually recommend you run it a little slower. It's the throttle and it's very hard to adjust. It seems like it starts turning and then it's on full, but I'm very happy with it. That was a test hole where I'm going to build a grape arbor. I'm going to go around front and do one for the mailbox. Motor smoking where it's burning in. Okay, this thing is plenty of power. I got to run it at like full power to get through this dirt. We have a packed clay and rock. Using it like this, the muffler's a little too close to you. Plus that stuff coming off of it's not very fun either. But it seemed to work great. I'm gonna go get the post and see how much further I have to go. So I want this to be right about here. Okay, so plenty of power. You saw me struggling with it. And when it hit something, probably just about jerk your shoulder out. If if you're running at high speed, and you have to run at high speed just to even penetrate this ground. So worked excellent. It got backed up twice, and one time I just pulled it out, one time I actually had to reverse it. So, and I just reached down and turned the auger backwards. Turns out I didn't need the extension. I will keep it because having this long term, someday I might need that and I won't be able to buy it. Although 7/8 shaft is probably pretty standard, I still just want to keep that one. So it costs around $210. I didn't buy the warranty because it was $70. And one caution I found is they tell you to put fuel stabilizer in it, or it will damage the motor. It won't damage the motor now. You can run it without that, but as soon as you let it sit, it's going to start gumming up the carburetor, and eventually the carburetor is going to be ruined and need replaced. So the fuel stabilizer I used was 2-year. So that's one of the reasons I only filled one of the tanks and put it in here, is this is all I used. Well, that isn't even half of what I mixed up, but I didn't have a real convenient way to measure it. Worked pretty good. So if you like the videos, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.